Hello, YouTube? Live? In this economy? Welcome back to the channel, to the stream. El Capitan in here first. OMG, please say it's true. It's true, my friend. I am back from vacation. And my allergies are somewhat under control, which is even better. All right, let's get a tweet out here. Why am I tweeting to Jay? I don't want to tweet to Jay. All right. Back from vacation. I have no wit. Back from vacation, and there's actually content to do. Hooray! At Marvel Champions. Let's get that. So I'm going to try and get, since incursions are back for this month, I'm going to try and get some co-op streams going. I know DLL and I have talked about doing another round. I think last go around MSD and I did some incursions together too. So maybe we'll try and get him. Some other folks too that I'd love to. I used to play incursions a lot more than I do now. I used to get people to play with, so we'll see. Maybe we'll grab like B McG. That would be cool to play with him again. All right. Did I copy this already? Yes, I did. All right. All right, we'll post that, not tweet it. Tweeting doesn't exist anymore. We post it. Still going to do my whistle, though. All right, and then let's get this here. Oop. Everyone. Okay. That's good. All right, now let's turn the bots on for all you fine folks. The amount of content there is about to be done is actually insane. I'm excited. I have been feeling I've been feeling a lot lately like the game is taking a drastic turn away from solo or PvE content, I should say, and focused more on PvP content. And I'm not a fan. Like, I'll do Battlegrounds, but I started playing this game because of questing and stuff, and if they are giving up on solo content, then I'm probably going to be done. But we'll see what happens. So I'm encouraged by incursions being, a thing and stuff. So, all right, the bot should be active now. Sick in the chat. Hi yourself. Holy Batman. Hi Sim, how's it going? It's going well, my friend. Alan. I've missed you, Blue Bear. Just gray today, my friend. Gray like my sideburns. Messiah in the chat. Sima. Hashtag GodMod. Let's go and welcome back. Thank you very much, Messiah. I missed seeing you guys in the chat. DTM in here with the Lefty Knox raid incoming. Spunkin' Donuts re-up in the membership for another month. 14 in a row. Welcome back, Sim. How was your vacation? It was fine. So we went to Lake Ontario, which wasn't our first choice. So let me explain that. So I vacation with my wife's side of the family like every other year, but we haven't vacationed because of COVID since like 2020 maybe. So it's been a while. And there's a lot of us. There's like almost 20 of us because everybody, she has 2 sisters and a brother, and her one sister has 4 kids. So there's a lot of people. And it's tough to find a house that can accommodate all of us. So we had this house picked out and rented in like North Carolina. And we had to go that specific week because her other sister is a traveling dietitian and was only able to take a week off in between her assignments. So they were moving from, where was she stationed? Like Massachusetts maybe, and now she's stationed in West Virginia, and she had like one specific week off. So we had one specific week, we had a house that was big enough, And like a couple months ago, the lady who owns the house calls us up, and she's like, I've decided to sell the property. All of my reservations are now canceled." And we're like, "Well, now what do we do?" Because it's like peak. Everything is taken. All of the destination spots are booked. We can't find a house anywhere that's big enough. So it was kind of like a consolation vacation going up to Lake Ontario. But it was nice. We went to Niagara Falls. That was cool. Haven't been there since I was a kid, and the kids enjoyed themselves too. So it was fine. Our house was like right on the lake, so we had a campfire every night and just drank beers until we couldn't drink beers no more. So yeah, it was a good vacation. It was better than working, that's for sure. Being in the chat, what's up, my friend? All right. So we have Vox, who looks awesome, and Photon, who looks awesome as well this month. I'm very excited. My friend and alliance mate DLL designed Photon, so I'm very excited to play around with her on the beta server. I didn't have a chance to do it today, but all right. We've got a Ronin boss with Perforate. Okay, gains a buff. Okay, and unspecial chaos. Okay, I guess we could use Juggernaut. He's immune to that stuff, isn't he? Well-timed block. Okay, doesn't seem that bad. And then what class is this one? Oh, we got the tactical charges. Ugh. All right. Skill. Okay. Cross charge. Tactical edge. Defender, Thunderbolt, and Inhuman. All right. I don't remember who's in that team. What is it? Thunderbolt. I think actually I know what I'm doing. The only Thunderbolt that I need is right here. Where's Craven? And then we'll bring Scorpion as well. And then I guess I'll bring somebody for the boss. I'll bring Jugs. I think he's immune to reverse controls, isn't he? And who else needs a buff? Buff. Let's bring Dragon Man. That could be fun. What's up, Casey? Welcome. What's up, Neil? Long time no see. I'm excited for this Vox fella. He's a Cosmic, which is my favorite class in the game. Vox seems like he is going to be mega busted for incursions, because if you pull the way that he converts buffs into like the corrupted buffs, if you land like Buff Cornucopia, all those buffs from Buff Cornucopia are going to be like permanent. He's just going to have just absolute stacks of them, and then you get the hack where you increase your attack per buff. It's gonna be wild times. What's up, Hussein? 7 lines node, bruh. What does that mean? 7 lines node. What does the Legends title token do? I think there's an option in the store for you to trade it in for a Legends title. That's what I'm assuming, anyway. It's not one of those silver ones, is it? I don't know. Maybe they haven't added it yet. I'm not really sure. I'm assuming it's for the actual Legends title. How about these profile pictures, by the way, guys? Like, these are incredible. The Guillotine is amazing. Overseer's really good. The Storm is incredible. It's just some really, really solid profile pictures this month. Yeah, but the Legends title token, I'm assuming, is for a Legends title, but I don't really know why it's not in the store yet. So maybe they're going to be adding it to the next month, or the next. Maybe they'll be adding it later this month. Did you see while Will is destroying his digestive? Yeah, I did. with the flaming hot Cheetos. As if the Fruit Loops weren't bad enough. Wow, I'm getting like no crits here. What's up with this? Come on, Flash. There we go. There's a couple. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. There we go. The node description is about 7 lines. Well, there's just so much. I get the general idea. You just bring the class, and then if you want the stuff to carry over from fight to fight, bring the tag. Not the rest of it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's basically just a Legends title. I'm not sure how. Because I remember they had issues with people carrying other people to it in previous months. So I'm not sure if they took steps to like correct that or not. I guess I should maybe. Blah, 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 mixed martial arts. Every 6 seconds, the attacker. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, Legends title. It feels like it's almost meaningless these days because they're just, you know. Even back when it was like do EQ as fast as possible, it was still kind of meaningless. I hope that they have something kind of coming down the pike, like maybe because like they stopped like the mythic stuff too. I don't know, some other sort of like badges or icons that you can put on your profile, like that would be cool. Thought of a goofy idea to run Angela and Odin in a threat level 1 incursions. Go to like zone 100 to see the potency. I did a Horseman Wolverine run earlier in threat level 1, and I think it took me until zone 14 before I even needed to use a special attack. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, I like that you only have to do, like the lower zones you only have to do like once a month, or once this month. Come on. Always mess up those beams. Alright, we'll have to clutch it up because I don't have any other champs for this path. Hope you had a great vacation, taking mine a couple months. Where you headed, dude? Waiting for the Legend Killer title? Make it a BG's exclusive? Now that would be insane. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about like titles, like, because the Legends program, I am not convinced is ever going to come back because people will just murk through it and they ruin it for everybody. So like the 30 or so people who have mythic titles right now, I feel like that's going to be it probably, which is a bummer because that's something that I would actually try for. I'm definitely not one for, you know, spamming through content as fast as possible. You guys know I like to do stuff itemless, but if I had an opportunity for the mythic title and I thought that I could actually go for it and get it, I would do it. In room 19 and zone 6 it gets rough. I'm assuming it's still, you know, Hercules domination though. You go to Thailand? That's awesome, man. I would love to go to Thailand. I love Thai food. Oh man, that would be awesome to go there. I hope you have a great time, man. I was very sad today. So my wife and I, when we got married, we honeymooned in Maui, Hawaii. And we found out today that it is currently on fire over there, and the western side of the island, which is it's a town called Lahaina, is pretty much completely destroyed right now. Very, very, very upsetting. As we were supposed to go there. We go back every 5 years, but we missed the last one because of COVID. But man, the pictures there are just really, really sad. So I was extremely bummed out about that. So I hope stuff is people are able to rebuild their homes and whatnot. It's just very, very, very upsetting wildfire stuff. Here, I mean, I'm like used to hearing about that stuff in California and Canada anymore, but I can't recall ever hearing about wildfires in Hawaii until today. I'm sure there's been some, and I just haven't noticed, but... Look at that damage. Goodness gracious. What's up, Spidey? Evening, Sim. Waiting for you to get to Photon because I'm very obviously fighting her wrong. You get to 25 hits and then can't dex, and she's unblockable. Message sent early, so it's split. Right, so a couple things with Photon. Just from watching and granted, I haven't fought her yet. I haven't played with her yet. Just from watching the deep dive, I think that pushing her to a special 2 is an absolute no-no because it's completely unblockable and, as you say, undexable. However, if you bait her special 1, the last hit is unblockable, but you can parry it, and then you won't get wrecked by it. So you have to time it correctly. So you can counter her with anybody that way. I think also she's designed for ability accuracy reduction. So like Falcon should turn off most of her crap. Gwenpool is probably a solid option too. So I think there are definitely some options there for her. But we'll find out. You know, talk is cheap. We'll find out how hard I get wrecked when I get to her later. I'm assuming it's going to take me more than a few tries to get the timing down on a special 1. Be there for a month visiting my best friend's wife. And kids. Okay, cool. First time going overseas? Nice! I have never been... Well, overseas, if you count being to Hawaii overseas... I've been to Hawaii. I've also been to the Caribbean. When we were growing up, my parents would take us to Grand Cayman, like every year. It was very, very good memories of Grand Cayman when I was a kid. But again, like they got really hit hard by a hurricane maybe, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years ago now. And my parents went back there and said that they just haven't recovered. Like the place is not the same as it used to be. So. It's natural disasters, man. It's just a bummer. Wait, when did I get... Okay, I'm going to have to do... Okay, so he is not immune to reverse controls. It's just the psychic shielding, isn't it? Why am I getting no power? Nice. I'm not power locked. What's going on? I need to get to that special 3 so that I can get the permanent gem. Oh, it's every time I gain a buff, that's why. Nice. Okay. Now I remember. Okay. Now we're good. I did read the notes, I just forgot what they were. That's all. Nice. So, my reverse controls like stopped working. Hold on a minute here, because the reverse controls were turned off when I had the gem up. Why does my info button work here? This is, oh my god, dude. What did they break here? Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, you need the gem. Oh my god. Okay. Once I had the gem, okay. Wow. All right. I had the gem and I was immune to the reverse controls, but I was missing the gem for most of the fight, and that's why they were turned off. Now it all makes sense. Your reading is helpful, kids. MSD in the chat. What's up, bud? Oh, Dragon Man, my beloved. Would love a 7-star Dragon Man so much. Okay, we'll just forget that I died that first time. Sister got married on the beach in Kihei. We drove to Lahaina the next day. Lahaina is great. Very touristy, especially like you don't want to go in Lahaina when there's if there's a cruise ship in dock. You don't want to go to Lahaina. It's toe to toe people and it's a mess. So you gotta if it's cruise ship day, we stay away. So China just got hit with 2 years worth of rain in 2 days. Wow. Ability is asking, Sim, is Kitty Pryde a good first R5? If you enjoy her, any champ is a good first 5. I'm of the mind that your first rank 5 should be somebody that you really like to play. A lot of people will just rank up for prestige, but your first is your first, you know? My first R5 was my favorite champ, and then I ranked a few after that for prestige and whatnot, but I would say if you love playing Kitty Pryde, then you should take Kitty Pryde to rank 5. Final answer. Alright, Mystic Attacker. Power Drain, Power Burn, or Steal. Alright, let's try out Kindred. That could be fun. Special 1. Okay. Rooted, that's fine. 30% chance to evade. Ah, okay, so we do need an evade counter that doesn't rely on a debuff. Okay. All right, let's grab Kenny D here. So we need Mystics with power manipulation, so we can grab him. Doom's an easy choice. I bet Sorcerer Supreme is absolutely busted on this node. That's good. Okay. Oh, I bet you Ma is good too. All right, now we need a. Let's brag a Tuma for that Taskmaster. That could be fun. I bet you Valkyrie could probably do it too. Who's gonna stop evade without? We need like true accuracy or true sense. True accuracy or true strike rather, not true sense. Because he's not gonna be. We're not gonna get a debuff on him. Like my Killmonger's not ranked up. Moleman, we could bring Moleman, I guess. That doesn't sound like a fun time though. I don't know. We'll bring APOC. We don't read in Rico's Roughnecks, otherwise we would be Rico's readers. What's up, True Will? Wanted to rank 5 Herc first, but I have a Mutant 4 to 5 gem. Okay. Mutant 4 to 5. I have a rank 5 Archangel, and I gotta say he is an absolute blast. Probably don't really need him at rank 5 on your first one, though. APOC is a good first rank 5 for Mutant. Danny Moonstar is an incredible Mutant choice. But if you like Kitty Pryde, I'm telling you, like, go for it. Be in your hometown. I heard you guys are going to Steel City Con, aren't you? We will be busy that weekend, unfortunately. Kate and I were talking about me going, but I can't make it. I don't know who your favorite champ is. Folks in the chat, can we please let Ability know who my favorite champ is? Slayer, what's up, dude? Slayer, you got to do the command, man. When you enter the chat, it's commands only, please. Isn't it Domino? Oh, Christopher Brown. I ought to ban you for that.
Give it up for Slayer!
There we go. Which is the power stuff that she has? Maybe it's the blue. I always forget what her stuff does. Well, we got the 10 theories anyways somehow, so whatever. Slayer, did you end up doing like a full 25 run, or how did your incursions go? I've already seen people done with zone 25 and threat level 6, so I think MSD finished already. I saw Mike finished. It was like, oh, Cam finished in like an hour and a half, he said. But he's got like a rank 5 Herc. Room 20 and it's a Korg. Oh no. Oh no. By the way, Ability, my favorite champ in the game is Void. Since nobody responded. Thought Void, but Viv seems to be cheating your way in. It'll always be Void. Till we get Void 2099. So, Kenny D, guys. I got super lucky. I spent 1,500 units on some crystals and pulled him and a 7-star Wiccan, which was great. I would say that I do not care for him as an attacker outside of ideal matchups. He really, really needs buffs in order to be a good attacker. Bro, you gonna do this or what? Nice, okay. His degen only scales with base attack too, which is kind of a bummer. But I get that. I get that choice. Stand-up intercepts. No matter how fast you are, you can't compete with frame advantage on those stand-up intercepts, you guys. I did like threat level 2 and the lag was getting bad, so I angrily stopped stream. Oh no. The past like, I don't know, 3 months or so, fights just randomly like the lag is so bad at times, like my fight will actually pause for like a good second or two. And it's very disconcerting. I don't like it. I don't know if it's my device or what, but... Yeah, so Kindred, he's like Mojo Light. He is definitely not as close to being as good an attacker as Mojo is. But the trade-off is that I think he's a better defender. Like, Mojo is hard countered by anybody who doesn't gain buffs. But with Kindred, you have to, like, skillfully counter him. Dude. And my light attack dropped. Come on, man. Kindred, you're embarrassing me in front of everybody. I'm not even playing him. I'm just trying to get through this fight because I got hit a bunch and ruined my rotation and my thought process. Planning to do something crazy, but will make people call me crazy. I'm going to ascend 4 stars to finish Karina V1. Interesting. That is very interesting. So like Star-Lord? The Star-Lord is really the only one that you would want to do. Ascended Star-Lord Karina challenge sounds very interesting. Sabretooth will also be like really good ascended for that the Canada challenge. That's actually, I wouldn't say that's crazy. I mean, if you want to finish the content, I mean, you do what's required. I don't think that's crazy at all. What's up, Dash? What up? How's it going? What's your opinion on this new event? I like incursions a lot. All right. What up, Pixie? I like incursions a lot, so the stuff that they're doing for incursions, I am a big fan of. The incursions event seems a lot easier, which is nice too. Less grindy for sure. Kindred rocked an EQ for me was so fun to make him feel semi-decent damage-wise. Yeah, like I like the character design a lot. I don't know. It's I really feel bad comparing him to like Ebony Maw, but I feel like the comparison is valid in the sense that it's going to be difficult for them to increase his viability as an attacker without making him even more painful on defense, which I think has always been the problem with Ebony Maw. Like if you change Kindred's degen to work on modified attack, as a defender he becomes instantly way more dangerous, especially in war where the attack nodes are on every fight. So I don't know what they're going to do. The big difference between him and Mojo is that Mojo is able to generate his own buffs, which feeds Mystic Dispersion, which feeds his degen. And Kindred can't do that, which is the difference that I think I will prefer Mojo almost all the time to him. Or them, I should say. Since it's technically like 2 people in one. I'm gonna have to work on that. I keep saying him. Canonically, it's a them. Let's do this. Nope. I mean, the degen potency is going up because I have him at a pretty high sig, and it's based on his health. See, like the more buffs you have on the opponent, the faster you can get to your special one and get your stuff paused. You seen the new lighting on the X-Men and Surtur Arena? It looks sick. I think the Surtur Arena is a bit too bright. I like when Surtur like rises up and his eyes are there. It's like blinding. I think you can ascend 5s and 6s now. I think the ability is going to be added for 4s. I know they talked about it. I had to quit. Oh, I'm sorry, Messiah. Can't wait till next week for the brutal challenge. Me too. Me too. Me too. Do not manifest the modified attack. Listen, I'm saying they shouldn't do it because it adds more problems than it solves. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Vox is referred to as he in the comments. So, like, is this like a... Aren't there, like, many Vox? And this is just one of them? This is a terrible matchup. Alright, cool. We triggered the evade, and we got his debuff shrugging off right away. Without getting wrecked. And it just doesn't really feel like he's doing that much. I don't know. Finally started to... I've never forgiven them for the Maw buff. He's easily countered these days, though, Cat, right? Just like any buff immune. You know? Finally started to save units for the first time ever. Don't want to burn them on the Brutal Challenge. Gotta get your free 7-star. Finish that challenge. Who is everybody going for? We haven't talked about him. I missed the stream. I was watching the stream from like a park. We took the kids fishing one day, and I was sitting there watching them fish, and I had the stream on my phone. I missed the patch notes this month, so free 7-star if you get all 3 of the tokens for this month. So I forget who the champs are. It's like Emma, Ma, and a bunch of other champs that I'm not even considering. So it's really between Ma and Emma, and I think I'm leaning towards Emma because my Ma is already at rank 5, so I think Emma's the choice. And her dupe, I would argue, makes the champion worse, so I don't really mind ranking her up unduped either. Vox are like an army. The first one in comments, but the first main Vox, it says the gentleman's name is Vox. Okay. I think both would probably be accurate, though. Black Panther, I'm tempted by Black Panther, but I really like him duped and high sig. He's an absolute unit at max sig. Don't tell Na I said that. Don't like these incursions, side quests. Didn't like the last one. Don't like this one. To each their own. I love incursions quite a bit, so I like solo content a lot. Ma is still a GD. Oh no, that's funny. I think we have an early contender for quote of the night, you guys. Let me pin that. What's up, Ghost Dog? Good to see you, man. Alright, so we can get a full evade counter here without worrying about a debuff, which is great. His special is easy to dodge, even if we're rooted. Okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think she censored herself, Cyber. Full 5-hit combo into the block. That's awesome. Dude, throw a heavy. Oh my god, please. Please, please use it. Oh my god, dude, what is with this AI? Just losing all of my hydration. There we go. There we go. That should be it. Nice. Alright, cool. And we finished close to full health, too. It's nice. Where do we get those 3 tokens? So you get one from the Brutal DLX Challenge. I think you get one from... That's what that... You know what? Somebody was asking about that Legends token. I think that's what the Legends token is for. I don't think it's for a title. I think that's for the champ. So you need to do Zone 25 in Threat Level 6. You need to do the Brutal Challenge. And I think the third one is from an arena. But it's like a milestone. That's why there's no Legends badge in the store, because it's not for a Legends badge. Nova boss this month for EQ. Psh, don't care about no Nova. No, I think I was incorrect before. Oh, it's for the title? Is it from the calendar then? Yeah, okay, I think Chris is right. I think the third must be from the calendar then. You can tell that I didn't read the patch notes too thoroughly this month. Bro, what are they doing to me here? A void boss? Every 8 seconds you get a wither debuff. Nice. Okay. Bloody mess. Oh, so you need to bleed him. Okay, that's fine. And then he's got the fake stun immunity. Okay. Alright, so that sounds like a job for Nick Fury, who is not an AQ yet, so we'll be fine. And we get mutant attackers with biohazard. Okay. Okay. That reminds me, I need to join AQ. People are going to be coming into the chat and yelling at me. Alright, we'll bring Nick, and we need another bleed champ. I guess we could bring him. Oh, let's bring Zemo. That could be more fun. I don't need a whole team for him. Alright, we'll bring in APOC. We'll bring in Toad. Let's bring in Iceman. Sounds fun. Do I want to do Toad? Or do I want to do Sauron? Let's bring Sauron. That could be fun. I do like me some Toad, though. Yes, I think that is the correct 3. Yeah, the challenge, the calendar, and then the arena. So we're back to not knowing. We're back to not knowing where the Legends title you redeem it. Where you redeem it at. That's the Legends title. I got no time. Yeah, I don't know where you redeem it at, because we checked out the store and there's nothing in the store about it. CGR blows chunks. Guys, I have it on good authority that Slayer doesn't even like Cosmic Ghost Rider. Stupid null. Good thing null is just easy willpower healing. least you're gonna kill him anyways. Okay, cool. See? Yellow bar, it's like it never happened. Oh, it can be redeemed September 13th. Ah. Titles redeemable in the feature store in September. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pretend to I'm gonna stop pretending like I know what's going on this month, because clearly I have no idea. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Slayer? I didn't. Just speaking extemporaneously. Oh, it says it when you click the token. That makes sense too. Guys, Sauron could be like really good as an attacker, but instead, he's not. That is my essay on Sauron. He could be good, but he's not. Doesn't he have a thing where he inflicts passive bleeds if he's bled? Or is that from his dupe? Come on. Come on. Alright, that was a pretty good special too. With the Fury, the extra Fury. It's from his dupe, thank you, Cyber. Why couldn't I pull Sauron? Have you pulled a 7-star yet, Kat? I like Sauron, like, I like the idea of him, I like his animations, I like his design. I like his utility, but the damage just isn't there. And as a defender, I mean, every defender is just nuked by Nimrod anymore, so it's... I don't know. I think he could be good. I would like him to be good. What was that, 10 hits and no bleeds yet? That's good. There we go. There we go. Give me that sweet bleed immunity, baby. Although I think we have like bleed resistance in this on these nodes too. So it's not really a problem. Pew, pew, pew. Nice. I don't know anything either. I missed the stream, skimmed through the patch notes. People started asking me questions. I was like, I don't know, guys. I watched the stream, but I think like I had like vacation brain, and it was just like right out the other side of the other side of my head. There was, as I recall, I do recall feeling like completely overwhelmed because they packed that stream with so much information, and it was about more than just this month. Like they were talking like the rest of the year too, and I'm like, how am I gonna remember all this? There's some cool stuff coming up though, for sure. From the little that I remember from the stream, I have a 7-star dupe Sauron. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of that. Open some, and I don't have Sauron. Who do you have? Who do I want to use here? He definitely needs a moderate tune-up, I would say. Venom the Duck needs like an overhaul. Like I thought the two of them, Venom the Duck and Sauron, I thought were the two worst champs in the 7-star pool. But I think either of them could be really good. The big problem with Venom the Duck is that he's got no way to reset his buffs. he like, and one of the things I've always thought he needed is like a pre-fight that allows him to consume all the buffs in his RNA bank. And then it's replaced by like a giant Fury, like maybe a Fury passive. Like, you have to be very careful about how you ramp him up in like incursions, for example, because if you don't, if you accidentally bank the wrong buff, you are like pretty much just screwed. Why didn't I get the? Do you only get the Fury above a certain number of prowess? I don't know. I just hit stuff and hope it works. Sometimes there's like red numbers. I think, are those instant bleeds? Oh, there's a Fury. Okay. I don't know. He goes punch, punch, kick, kick, and the opponent dies is pretty much how Sauron works. Hawkeye, Killmonger, Venom the Duck, regular Venom, Joe Fixit, Gambit, Mantis. You have some good ones in there. Mantis is awesome. Fixit is good, better duped. Hawkeye, I have a duped Hawkeye, and that makes me sad. Because, like, he needs to be duped, but he's just like, I don't ever want to use him for anything. Homie, I'm so bad with Mantis. I love Mantis. I would say that playing Mantis is playing half of Mantis is like playing Hercules, but I know I'm probably saying that to the wrong person. Alright, we're gonna take random armor breaks from this douchebag. DLL in the chat, what's up, man? Hey, Sim and chat. Good to see you, friend. You what time is it there? It's what, like close to, is it 2 hours? 6:51. Catching some dinner. Dupe Sauron, Gore, and Korg. I pulled a new 7-star yesterday. I haven't uploaded the video yet, though. It was one of those like very satisfying moments because I did like one of my last riffs, and the objective gave me exactly the number of shards that I needed to form a crystal. Very satisfying when that happens. Man, the pull was really good. I was happy with it. It was a new champ too. Come on, let me parry you, please. Trying to get a parry so that you can detonate the frostbites with Iceman. I don't know. Offensively, I feel like he's still just not where he needs to be. Rank 4 Sig 200, and I don't know. Again, still gets nuked by Nimrod. Oh, at least you're forcing some health loss, which is great. There we go. There, no special. Enter Galactus. Nice. Why did my ice armor prevent the damage? We'll never know. Airwalker is just too powerful, I guess. Can hang on call if you want. Alright, yeah. Let me whip this dude, and then I'll hop on the call. Does he inflict an armor break on his special 3 like before the special starts? Not really sure why that happened. Screw you, Airwalker. Airwalker is a punk. I blame F2P. Metal leg harness. Dude, Cat, you're in rare form tonight. I like it. Okay, he does. Okay, that's why my armor... I figured it had to be something like that. He's got that goofy armor up stuff. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm in my my Discord. And then should be this. Right? Okay. Hopefully that works. Why can't I hear you still? Or you guys can't hear him, can you? Do I have my audio settings messed up? Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Hold, please. Your call is important to us. There we go. Now talk.
Hello, hello.
There we go. Okay, that's better. Your volume's super low. Alright. So what's up, dude? How's things?
Pretty good aside from the COVID. My family's downtown at a musical that I had tickets to, but I'm like mostly better. I am not enough better that I would feel comfortable being in a theater full of other people.
Yeah, I get that. The last time I was in a theater, I caught COVID, so.
Yeah, that stinks.
So I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about your new child.
Thanks.
I'm excited. I didn't have any time
Gotten a few
to.
angry tags.
Oh, I'm sure. I have not had a chance to play with her yet, so I don't have any opinion on her at this present moment. Read last, please. Okay, if I can find it. What did your last say? My new 7-star told me not to tell you that it's cold in the trash, and it's sad to have been replaced. Who did you pull? Did you pull a guillotine? Guillotine just needs some content where she can spread her wings again. Yet another month. No Void profile pic in the store, guys. Need to have some words with the art team.
I think this is the first month where I actually got where I got one of my kids to have their profile picked up.
Did you already buy the Photon one? I haven't checked the Alliance. I know you were
No.
waiting for it. You're still a little quiet on my end. I don't know if that's...
Let me double check on Discord. It's possible that's me. Or it's possible it's filtering through the wrong one. No, it's not. Input is maxed. Weird.
Maybe it's just my volume is turned up. I don't know.
Or no, that's sensitivity, not volume.
Nice.
This is a pain that you will probably understand as a fellow lover of spreadsheets. I recently started using like a new dark mode extension, which I really, really like because it preserves contrast really well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's making the color coding I do in the like Alliance War spreadsheet. It's impossible to tell the difference between like purple and pink anymore.
Oh. Just highlight the text maybe, or the text color instead of like a background color? Or is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
Bold it.
I think what you're saying is right, though. I think I'm going to go with a background color.
Does
No,
the
wait,
does
you
the
can't
dark
use
theme let
background
you
colors in
change like
sheets.
the cell color? Because I usually like in my dark themes I usually like a chalkboard style, like a dark gray rather than a straight black.
Mm-hmm. There are quite a few preferences. Right now I just have it on the like default dark. Probably mess with the saturation.
Dash asking, would you say it's better to get more champs to rank 2 or focus on getting lesser but more powerful champs to rank 3 or rank 4? I think for the level that I play at, rank 3 is like not good enough anymore. So it's rank 4 or nothing. I think it probably depends on sig levels, because if you need a champ that's awakened and or high sig, probably want to focus on the 6-star still, especially with Ascension coming. They're going to be useful for longer. I know a lot of people have just given up on 6 stars already, and those people have a lot of more 7 stars than I do. So I guess it all depends on where you're at. Yeah. I'm not there yet, so I'll probably do a mix from here on out. There is a King Group profile picture already, El Capitan, from I think it was from the MRock pack. I know I have one. Sported it for a while. This has to be the tech chapter. That's Cosmic. And then we've got New Avengers, A-Force, or Fantastic Four. Okay. Hold on, let's look at the boss too.
Need to get them to build one for the new tags that I added, the Young Avengers and the Mighty Avengers.
Power Shield Nova. Buff Toggle, bro. Alright. Oh, and you need to use special attacks. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, so much for Carl there. I don't want to ramp him on every special attack. Alright. Use Hulkling. Use Angela. Odin. And a couple of Mystics for that boss. We'll bring that. And do I want to bring Kenny D? I don't know that I want to bring Kenny D. Why not? We'll bring in. What could go wrong? Unblockable photon specials and I can't dex. How is this chill? You gotta you gotta parry the last hit of the special one. Is my everything I know about photon I learned from the deep dive, because that's the stuff that I know about it. Parry the last hit of the special one. Don't push her to special 2 or you'll probably die.
Mm-hmm. You can also heavy counter her heavy as she gets to 9 to intentionally put her into the mode as early as possible so that she falls out of it as quickly as possible.
Oh, okay.
That's the way to... I haven't made that video, but like that's the way to fight her with any.
Pro strats. And you have to stay on top of that, right? Make sure you're watching the charges, I'm assuming, too.
Yeah. And, like, you want to use somebody with high block proficiency, because she is going to start chipping through it, and so,
right.
like, fading block and everything is difficult. Ideally, you use somebody who can't miss. This is actually something where Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is pretty good, because you can just parry heavy. Cat rejoices. Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
Cat does enjoy some Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. Both of his fans enjoy that. What's up, Flex? Photon is so ass on defense, I almost threw my phone. I think that was probably the intended result. Aside from the throwing the phone part.
Yeah, please go for it.
I need to take Angela up to rank 4. It's so overdue.
Yeah. That's one I've been sitting on for a very long time.
I don't think you can get the King Group profile picture anymore. It was available for when they were shutting down MRock, if you had an account and had played so many matches, they would send you like a care package into MCOC, and part of the care package was a bunch of profile pics from characters in that game, and he was one of the, I don't know, the House Lords or whatever you want to call it.
Barons.
Yeah, the Barons, thank you.
Yeah, I've always been jealous of that pick. It's a cool one.
I do like it because he looks pretty much the same that he does in MCOC. I think he has more like decorations in his like limbs and stuff, but for the most part he looks exactly the same, which I like.
Right. Who got blacklisted this season again? Idum and...
Nimrod. Gonna be fun. Gonna be fun times. Ultron stonks going up.
Literally, though.
I forget that Hulkbuster turns off his unblockable after a while. I'm doing good, Flex. Haven't been live in a while. I was on vacation last week, so. And then all right. So here's a great hashtag. This is 40 story. So we watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 finally. Was this Monday night? What's today? Today's Wednesday. Monday night, I think it was. And I was laying on the couch, and I sneezed so hard that I injured myself. And now, like the past couple days, I have this like stabbing pain like underneath my rib. Like I think I sprained a muscle doing it. And then every time I sneeze or cough, it hurts again. And to make matters worse, I ran out of allergy medication on vacation. So my allergies were like in overdrive the past few days, so I'm sneezing all the time, and every time I'm doing, like, my kids are laughing at me. It's like I sneeze and then I'll say like "ow" really loud afterwards. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm fine, don't worry about it.
Bob Dylan song "Everything Is Broken."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went out. I got a nice 90-day supply of Zyrtec, and I'm good to go. So yeah, that's my I'm getting too old for this story for the week. I know you're unable to relate to that, KLL, so.
I mean, I don't know. I've always had like bad knees, but I've just been sick.
Yeah. Are you guys feeling a lot better? Or I'm assuming you were symptomatic the way you were describing how you're feeling.
Yeah, no, I was definitely symptomatic. Like I'm better now. I think I was only feverish for like an hour, and I didn't even check during it because it was like right before I went to bed. Just got a little bit of shivers.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a low fever, like in the high 98s, and just headaches and drainage. And like that's obviously miserable, but it could be so much worse.
Yep. Yeah. We had it. The only thing I didn't have any like major symptoms. It was just I came downstairs for breakfast and I was like, I can't taste anything, and then that was it.
Yeah.
There are worse things yet to come in your 40s. Probably.
I just noticed Kat's pinned comment, and hopefully that leads her to forgive Photon.
We were talking about Kindred, and I was making the comparison to Maw just in the sense that I feel like outside of ideal matchups, he's really underwhelming. But he has a similar problem to Ma in that it's going to be difficult to balance him as an attacker without making him like wildly irritating on defense.
Right.
Like making him, and the example I brought up was like if you make his degen modified attack, I was like you've basically like made him this instant death on defense. So
Right. And you can build attackers that use modified attack on offense and base on defense. Like, we've done that in places, but it's a little bit heavy-handed, and we like to try it without first.
yeah. Yeah, he's just missing something against, like, in buff matchups he's fine. But like without buffs to take advantage of, he just can't do much of anything.
Yeah.
And if I mean maybe that was intended, but
It was intended, but I think one thing people have to realize about rebalancing, and I think this actually means that Maw is a very good comparison. Trying to figure out how to put this. When a character it's not that we just build defenders and attackers. Like that's more simplistic. But we do have characters that we have marked as like we want them to be good on defense. Photon being another one, obviously.
right.
And kind of to your point, building those characters means that defense is the primary focus. It is much harder to balance a defender. It is much harder to build a defender that is adequately challenging without feeling like BS. Obviously, that's a subjective meter, but like... And so the defensive loop takes precedence. The defensive loop gets more playtests, it gets more balance support, it gets more passes. And that's not to say that we're like cool with, that's fine if the attacker loop sucks, but it's just the attacker loop does come in secondary.
Yeah,
And
I understand.
that's the kind of thing that it's not like we're going to give up, but it's definitely something where we're more okay to like tune that up and do balancing and try and get the defense correct the first time.
Yeah, and again, kind of your point. Like that's kind of like why rebalancing exists. You can undershoot and correct, and it's much easier to do that than it is to dial back, as we've seen.
Yes. Just.
So, I don't know if I've asked you this yet. So, do you feel as a designer that it is easier for you to maybe like take risks when you're designing a champ because you have like the safety net, or do you tend to go more conservative, like undershoot and correct later sort of thing? And the reason I thought of that, like I was thinking about Broccoli the other day, and all his champs are pretty much broken. No,
Yes.
and how I was wondering how he would approach rebalancing, like if he would just wildly overshoot and just be like, well, we could fix it later, or if he would,
I think that this is maybe going to be a little bit controversial. I don't think I've said this publicly before, so, well, now's a good time. I think that if you look at some of Broccoli's kits, they often have very complex loops that get somewhat ignored because of the fact that the tuning is in the wrong place. The easiest example is Nick Fury.
I was just going to say
nobody
Nick
ever
Fury.
uses his kit.
Yep.
Yeah. But even with Hercules, there's the whole special 3 rotation to ramp feats. That's a very cool design thing. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Apocalypse has this amazing genetic code system, but then he slapped in the cable center. Like, you can pick something for pretty much all of them. And I feel like... I'm not saying this just to throw shade. I know it probably sounds like that right now.
I don't think so.
But where I'm going with it is that, like, I think that's kind of the flaw they have in common, is trying to do something complex and then kind of papering over it with excessive tuning. I think if Broccoli had had rebalancing, I think it would have been two things. I think he maybe would have pulled back a little more,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of been like, it's okay if one of them comes in low
Mm-hmm.
because they'll get another look. I don't have to nail it right now, and then basically shoot too high because they're like, I can't miss. I also think what rebalancing does is it lets the rest of the team kind of have a bit more ammo, and we can talk each other down and be like, this doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. We have talked through all of the things that we can think of. We've given it our absolute best shot. But, like, let's do this because it's safer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, yeah.
Because to kind of answer your question more about myself, I would say that, like, the cop-out answer is I try and get it right. But obviously that's not what you meant. So I think I would probably say that I lean a little bit more on the side of taking risks, and thus far it's been okay. Specifically because I think this is a place where, like, my experience playing the game has helped. And it's basically given me a head start on testing. So that, like, every time I've built a champion, before we've gone into playtesting, and especially before we've hit balancing, I mean, all designers have, like, a list of these are the levers I can pull.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I have a little bit of an advantage, not only on, like, identifying even some more levers, but also specific places that I want to look for them, and very specific use cases where I want them to work, priorities that I have. Like, it's fine if it doesn't work here as long as it works here. And so I think that just, like, lets me give the balance team a little bit more detail ahead of time. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does. It does. I think that's probably the answer I expected from you, just knowing you.
But man, you just did a really great job of proving the point that, like, Kindred sucks in Battlegrounds, but God, is he hard to kill as
He really is. Like, I took about as many hits as I
so
could there,
insane.
and still won the fight. Yeah, I like the degen potency increasing is nice. That's for sure. I definitely could have. I mean, that fight messes with his loop, so I was basically just doing what I could.
Yeah.
Moving to a different state soon. Kabam wouldn't give me a 7-day ban, or thinking no. You'll be safe. Yeah. The terms of service update. I think the big thing that was included in that was stuff about data mining.
Yeah.
So you're fine if you move. I went to Canada, or not Canada. I went to New York for a week, and I had no problem. So you'll be fine.
I'm going to Canada next week.
Oh, nice. Why Zone 5 has more filaments than Zone 6? Because I think Zone 6 is for the ultra sweaty folks, and more people are probably going to be topping out at Zone 5. Is why I imagine it's balanced like that.
Zone 6 probably also fills the objectives a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. Can you believe a big guy like King Groot is nervous around me? He says I have a chipper personality. Ramesh asking, can we get a Legends title from the Legends token? Yes. After much discussion on that back and forth, it has been determined that yes, you do get a Legends title, but not till September.
Which, bluntly, gives us time to clean up leaderboards.
Makes sense, because I'm sure people will be illegally murking their way like usual. So
Yeah. The Legends clawback was not fun, so I'm told.
Alright, science with poison immune. Easy peasy. Are we at Photon yet? Oh, we are. Okay. Critical setup. Falter. Okay. Alright, so we're basically bringing 2 champs for the path and 3 for her. Anticipating getting destroyed here. Alright. So let's pick the champs for her. So I think... do I want Falcon? Oh, gross. I do like Falcon, though. Who else? I don't... Is there a skill champ who can't miss other than Nick? Daredevil
during the route also works. Elsa's pretty solid. You kind of have to finesse it, but she actually gets to keep her block proficiency.
What do I want to do here?
Nick, Falcon, and Zemo are probably your top 3 looking at this.
That's 2 champs. Oh, I see what you meant. Okay. Alright, so poison immune. We'll bring Scorp. And then... Titania is not poison immune. That's a bummer.
Isn't this the one that, like, reduces the potency?
Is it? Oh, yeah, by 85%. Okay, well, then I know what I'm doing. Why did King Groot take a nap? For rest. I love that one. If your account is live in one location and instantly another, they may ask questions, though. I mean, instantly is... I mean, he still has to drive to where he's moving. So I don't think it's going to be instant.
I can confirm that we at BAM headquarters have heard of airline flights. So we at least have that.
Kingpin worked good for me, but I'm just not getting her down without suffering on all, on all champs. I get it. So I was working on exploring Gauntlet because I'm a masochist and I had expiring revives and potions. And I brought a Tuma for the Spider Ham, and it was actually, like, really good. As he counters the evade without requiring a debuff. And he gets a lot of true accuracy. And the damage is, if you just spam special 1, keep your hydration up, your attack rate just skyrockets. It's really nice.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I like Atuma as an attacker.
Oh, I should have waited on that one. Bad timing. That. Oh, dude, what? I want to try to save you from my mistake with Fury. She can't be bled, so it's rough. Oh, yeah, I guess I should have... I guess I should have thought of that. Yep. Didn't remember that part of the deep dive there.
Yeah, you want to rely on the disorient to try and avoid the... Like, you're leaning on his defensive ability accuracy reduction, not the usual nuke strats.
Yeah. That's weird. It's
It's
almost like
definitely not
you
quick.
planned for Nick Fury. Nah, you wouldn't
Well,
have been
funnily
doing.
enough, I
No,
didn't-
you wouldn't have done that, right?
I didn't start her out with bleed immunity in the very first draft, and it was actually Kabam Mimic who goes is like, if she's made of light, does she have blood?
Mimic.
And I was like, you know what?
Mimic and I are gonna have some words about that.
And at that point, yes, I'll take back over and say I was very happy to slow down. Didn't need a whole lot of convincing.
Yeah, we'll take Nick in first and then just get wrecked with him then.
He is good for learning things.
You get 2 chances per go, so it's nice. For the EQ, if you got there yet, what champion did you use for the Void boss? I used Nick Fury. Speaking of Nick Fury, because you want you need somebody who bleeds. So Nick is a good bleeder, but Zemo will work too. And then you just have to combo count, which a lot of people don't like to do with Void, but that's the way to play him.
How dare you.
We got a bleeder.
Yes, Legator. I remember seeing him there. It was a cool little appearance.
I have not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And yes, I'm admitting that for the first time.
That's okay. Like, I enjoyed it, but I stopped after what everyone agrees, I think, is the best season. And everyone says, like, well, yeah, that next one is really rough, but I promise it gets good again before it gets bad again. And I'm like, that's not a priority.
I think I need to go back and watch Rebels now, too, that Ahsoka is coming out. Heard that's
That one
pretty,
was good.
pretty much, like, not required, but highly recommended.
Yeah. That's probably It's not as strong as Clone Wars, but it's good in other lights.
I really like champs that have their abilities within their combos. Lots of great champs I don't love because of needing to heavy or parry. Yeah, I think in general, parry heavy champs are kind of boring. Like, Magneto is great, Colossus is good, but they're not very exciting to play.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Yeah, I tried to get into the SP2 rotation with Scorpion. I think I just prefer the special one spam because I like having the taunt. I feel like the SP2 takes too long to get going, and you always end up with, like 6 or 8 stings only, unless you get really cooperative AI.
I can see that. your point, I'm going through and updating this. I'm deleting the rank 3s.
Oh, from like
Warplaning.
the out. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's outside of like broken champs like like
I was about to say I'm
Magneto.
skipping over Agent Venom.
well, he's rank 4 anyway, so you don't gotta worry. You don't gotta worry about him.
Right.
Even though I've been reading comics since the 70s, I think of Sim when I see Void, DLL when I see Abs, Slayer CGR, all because of MCOC. I do have the same kind of association with people and characters like that as well. It's not just you. Everybody's got like their signature character. Although I would say that MCOC has my favorite version of like Void. I like the humanoid appearance much better than like the weird tentacle cloud thing that he is.
Yeah.
I like the underscoring of the other half, like the Dark Sentry part of it. And also I like the beard too. Bearded Sentry is way cooler looking than shaved Sentry. Slayer CGR is going to be permanently ingrained into my brain for decades. No doubt. Alright, time to get destroyed. With the creator on call to hear my anguish in every exquisite detail. Alright, steadfast buff, okay. I'm laughing that you'll think I'll get to 10 hits here. Okay, so guaranteed crits. Okay. And then the falter. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get destroyed. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, stupid miss on the parry stuns. I had to stop doing that.
Yeah, you kind of have to fight you have a miscount, though.
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on, though. Like, I can't... It's not easy for me to see what my tack charges are at.
But yeah, I was saying, like, once you get the special one counter down the first time, that is definitely one of the hardest parts about the fight, is resisting the urge to dex it, what's usually the second or third.
Oh, she's, like, phasing through. That I just noticed that. That's really cool.
Yeah, she does the Quicksilver thing, where she, like, zooms around.
Man, I'm just... Is it fully when is it fully unblockable?
Special 2 would be right now, but you can block 4 hits.
I felt like I was getting hit by the special 1. Is there a node on her maybe that makes the special 1 unblockable?
I don't think so.
Alright, maybe it's just me. Alright, so that time I did get the parry okay. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
maybe I'm getting the dex failed. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm trying to dex it, and that's why I'm getting hit. Okay. I
Right. The
understand
first
now.
hit of the special one is a full screen hit.
My attack charges fell off now.
Yeah, no, I noticed. Use the wisdom early. The falter note on her was not my idea, for the record.
Okay, that time I got it. I remembered not to dex, and I got the parry. Oh, this falter's annoying.
Yeah, Time Master. She causes your dex to fail when she's in pure light form, so when she's glowing purple and during specials.
Okay, so you can dex in the middle of it, which is key, I think. So you block the first
technically
hit.
you're outranging the hit, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's what I meant. Yeah, so that you block the first hit, and then you can get some distance, and that's enough time to parry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I could do much better on that the second time, but the miscounter there is pretty much just saved me from dying multiple times, I think.
Yes. That's probably fair.
Alright, Vox. Are his buffs indefinite, his corrupted buffs?
They are.
That sucks. Defender is
I
immune
mean,
to
you can
no...
kill him with Mojo 20 special ones at a time.
No, thank you. Stun immune, unblockable specials. 10-second fury. Okay, knocking down with a heavy attack. Is he shock immune? He is not. Just poison, okay. I've got tech. Nanite healing. Okay, so we need a heal block. Yeah, she is, that was definitely a without, man. And I think you mentioned this in the CCB Discord, but like without like a good counter, it's going to be very difficult to fight her on a variety of nodes. Yeah, I feel like I can teach myself not to parry stun her easily enough, and I can definitely get the SP1 block parry thing down. But man, pushing her to on any node that's going to push her to a special 2 is going to be awful. Like that power focus 2 mini on, was that 23? Mm-hmm. Ooh, that sounds rough.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that, and let's bring a couple mystics. Bring that. Ooh, Chavez should probably be good for him with all those buffs.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people mention Ronan.
Oh, really? That doesn't surprise me. You know what? We'll give it an honest attempt, but I'll bring Ronan as a backup.
Well, Ronan fans are basically like the joke about vegans. It's like, how do you know a Ronan fan? They'll tell you.
I love the edginess of Vox so much. His the design really reminds me of the Mouth of Sauron, like the way that his mask comes up, or like the Batman Who Laughs has a similar design with the teeth and the eyes covered.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool design.
Yeah, for sure on both.
I'm sad that my Lady Deathstrike is going to be on defense this season, but I cannot wait to see the ridiculous stuff that Bryce does with her.
Yeah, it's weird because she, like, wasn't really built as a war champion for a lot of her development. And, fun fact, her, like, unblockable, unstoppable thing was actually added towards the end, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, that'll work.
Now, that's surprising, because to me it feels like she feels designed as a Weapon X counter from the get-go. And, like, the unstoppable and unblockable counter is like, well, that basically turns off everything that he does.
Right, and I think she always was aimed at him, but I think that's kind of, like, everything else worked out, and then at the end it was, like, but a little more precious.
What's up, Jeff? Somehow had 7 deaths from a rank 3 Toad last war.
Your blade is ranked, right?
Rank 3.
Okay. Backspace.
So no, he's not ranked. is what the answer
Not
you're
anymore.
for. He is a respectable Sig now. I think I have him at least over 100, but yeah. He fell down quite a bit when I think I decided to like work on Atuma.
I can see that.
I think somebody else got ranked ahead of him too, but I forget who. Props to whoever designed this profile pics in the Mind and Body Store. Some of the best we've ever seen. I agree. They are really cool. I love the glittery starfield effect. It's just really, really cool. God, she has so much dot. It's amazing. Yeah, the bans this season are really interesting because I feel like a lot of people rely on iDoom for that shock incinerate mini in the middle there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like Fant Man with an Odin now, or like Ultron with an Odin.
Yeah, and so I imagine we're going to see people banning both of those.
Yep.
Which, like, sometimes means you can use Carl. But then if they throw a tactic down and they're not metal, yeah, it's going to get it out of hand quickly. I guess we're probably going to be sending more Colossus with an Odin.
Yep. Somebody has a rank 5 in our battle group, don't they?
A rank 5 Colossus?
I think so.
If so, then I haven't found it yet.
Okay. I know somebody has a rank 4. Maybe is it JT has a rank 4?
Yeah, Salsa has a rank 4.
Okay, Salsa does.
JT might as well.
God, I love Deathstrike. So do purchases in this game go through the App Store and your info on there, or is it possible to just add card details in game? So if you go through the web store, you can skip the App Store. And you'll see like the unit amounts are higher there because they don't have to pay a cut to Apple or Google anymore if you go through the store, so they can give you more value. So my approach has been going forward, like if I need to make a purchase, if it's available on the web store, I'm going through there because it's a little easier for me anyway. So if you go in the game, though, they go through the App Store.
Right. Because Apple said so.
Yeah. Seriously fighting whether 7-star Morbius is worth not being FTP anymore. I know somebody who broke their free-to-play streak for Morbius.
I know I am biased in saying so, obviously, but I'm not sure we've ever had a better reason.
Yeah, I mean, to put the value in comparison, I think, like we just had an offer yesterday or the day before for $30 for a single 6-star feature, and for the same 30 you can get a guaranteed 7. So.
And a guaranteed new 7.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like miss and get Emma and then go, well, she's not that bad.
And like, there hasn't really been a dud champ in a while, so
it's been really amusing seeing all of the people go, okay, well, yes, Kabam hasn't put out a bad champ in like a year and a half. But obviously they're going to start now.
Right, intentionally, yes.
Get...
It's a bait and switch, obviously.
Right. No one will see it coming. We're hoodwinking the entire player base.
I will say, though, that I will politely request my money back if there is no It's Morbin Time HUD call out for him.
I'm sure there's going to be at least one.
Has to be. Has to be. Even if he's bad initially, he'll just be rebalanced. See? Look at that. That's how it's supposed to work. Absolutely correct. Yeah, I think it was Aiden I was thinking of who broke his free-to-play streak for Morbius. And he sent like a couple tweets about it, just basically saying the same thing that you just said, like just the value for a guaranteed new 7-star is just too high.
Yeah. And I remember, like, that's how I started spending back in the day. It was like, you're looking at something and you go, yeah, I probably could just earn that, but that's going to take hours. And when something is that cheap, $25, at the time I was like tutoring privately for test prep. And I was like, I'll just take one extra client this week. And like that covers that kind of thing. And it's just really, really hard to keep the money in your pocket when you know that that's like time you can spend doing your job instead of spending twice as long in Arena.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you need the money to pay rent or something, then we shouldn't be having this conversation. Do that first.
Right.
Like, I'm not ever trying to push on that. But
yeah, it's all, you know.
If you have disposable income.
Yep. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah. Fortunate to be in a position where I can do that now and then, but plenty of people who don't.
For sure.
I feel they aren't allowed to let him morb. I hope not.
I don't even know what that means.
His special 3 should be that weird dance that Matt Smith does.
I have heard that a couple times.
Oh, man. The best joke I've heard is that we're getting pre-serum Morbius.
It's just a science with like 6 health.
It's It's like the joke that I make with Asbestos Girl, where she places a poison
Oof.
debuff that deals 100% of your health over the next 50 years.
Ooh.
How do you guys like Lady Deathstrike? I love using her. I love Lady Deathstrike. I tend to not like champions with multi-hit mediums, but for her it works because even when you do like a medium intercept, you can sometimes catch them with the second hit of the medium if they've dashed back out of the first hit, which is really, really nice. And she needs to intercept a lot. All right, we're going to go in here with Chavez first. We'll see how this works out. I have no idea what his specials look like. No, nice. He's stun immune.
The first one
So
is kind of like Colossus, but harder, and the second one is get out of the way.
well, already I can't activate my dimensions because I can't stun him. But she's hitting hard AF right now with his buffs, so it doesn't even matter. Oh man, I cannot get the timing right on that. And he's dead. Okay, well, I didn't dex a single special there correctly, so
Yeah, no, his special one is actually kind of tricky.
yeah, I feel like I was either way too early or way too late on the beam.
Yeah. I can confirm it is full dexable. Like, it's Cyclops, it's not her special too, but it's tough.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's probably a Q on him that I need to look for, like his the head nod or whatever. But I'm sure I'll get it down.
His DJ doesn't do that much, at least. I
Unless
mean,
he's
it didn't
if
here.
it stacks up, it does. Yeah. $25 used to be what you paid for 1,000 4-star shards. Yeah, I mean it's not, the values of that are always evolving, like you're saying. First time I ever spent was for a 4-star crystal. It had like Iceman and Carnage, that pre-buff Carnage, pre-buff Yondu, like Nebula, pre-buff Nebula, and it was like 10 champs, I think. I was like, I need Iceman. Like I hated playing Evade. I couldn't play against Evade champs. I was like, I need Iceman. And in retrospect, it was a really bad decision because it was a very low chance. But I did end up getting Iceman from it, and probably gave me false expectations for the rest of my spending. So
I hear that.
I'm a bit more selective these days in what I do. Did you know that Torch was Marvel Comics' first hero? I did not know that.
But not Johnny Storm, right?
I think that's
Who would
correct.
have been the other guy?
I used to have an original Human Torch pop that I sold. I forget what his name was, though.
Yeah, it's slipping my mind as well right now.
Okay. I don't think I have anything to open. We're coming up on the next featured pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should just... I'm assuming that the champs that I want... I don't think it's going to take all of my shards to get who I want. So then I am faced with, do I just open basics or do I just let them roll over to the next featured?
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to do.
I have almost nothing, so I'm probably just going to slowly sink it into sigil features. Because I would like to get Moondragon and Atom, and I guess all of them, actually. I have Silk from one lucky ISO store.
Yeah, for collection, I would like Atom and Moondragon, but I don't really like either of them, playstyle wise. I do want Danny Moonstar quite a bit. and Sandman
Yeah.
2. So Danny's the number one. Does anyone have a link to the store? Yeah, it's store.playcontestofchampions.com. I can link you for it here, bud. So you have to log in with your Kabam ID. So there you go. Yeah, you are right to be wary of scams with fake links. I'm sure that'll happen before long. So bookmark that if you can.
It is also linked on the forums somewhere. But yeah, make sure that you're either using that bookmark or somebody you trust quite a bit.
Yep. All right, let's see who else is live. Yeah, I'm gonna go play some Far Cry. Let's see. Oh, looks like Andy's live. Max is live. Yeah. Andy's live.
I might stream later if I'm still feeling good, but I've been trying not to push any streaks.
I mean, you, for what it's worth, you have sounded pretty normal, and I don't feel like you were talking any less than we normally talk. So, obviously, that's not a good indicator of how you feel, but you sound fine to me.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go give Max a raid since he has fewer people watching. What's up, Sans? You are just in time to leave, unfortunately. Okay. All right. That's going to do it for this one. Big shout to Spunkin for re-upping your membership. Appreciate you if you're still hanging out in the chat. And thanks to DLL for being on call and hanging out. And we're going to have to get an incursion stream going this month for sure. Absolutely. So, yeah. So if you enjoy getting your ass kicked by Photon, you can thank DLL. And I will probably be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some incursions tomorrow night. So we'll see. Thanks everybody for watching. Be good to each other. Peace.